Hey, happy Sunday. Tommy House here at the First Warning Weather Center. Time is 4:21. We have a show at 5 o'clock, but I wanted to hop on the socials and KXAN Plus and walk you through the dangerously cold temperatures that are on the way here. Still, we are past the winter storm, but Texas is going to have this Arctic air around through tonight, tomorrow, and below freezing for several more nights through this work week. So looking at the winter radar, it's not really being picked up, but there is some flurries. Got a little bit of some snow action here, not accumulating snow, but just a little bit of flurries falling from the sky. I saw some in the parking lot around 2 o'clock here in the Austin area, but seeing some pretty flakes even up toward Dallas and the Panhandle. Looks a little bit more steady there, on and off snow. Our big winter storm we had, look at it across the East Coast. So let's put a ruler on this from down in Louisiana to northern Maine, 1,700 plus miles. This winter storm is stretching across the entirety of the East Coast. Way down in the deep south, severe thunderstorm warnings with gusty winds. Could even see some hail. There were some spin-ups, tornado warnings. Not sure if we had any sort of tornado storm verified. Let's put up the storm reports and see. Looks like mostly just some damage to trees, thunderstorm damage picked up. This is down in Alabama. Thunderstorm wind damage, trees knocked down in the Panhandle, more trees being knocked down. So you get the idea with the magnitude of some of the thunderstorms. And the storm reports is lagging my weather graphics. There are so many. All the way up to the northeast. Let's try to zoom in here. New York City. I've seen hundreds of social media posts, people sending about already 9 inches of snow there up in Connecticut, just under 6 inches of snow in the Boston area. I got friends and family up there. They have in their forecast around 2 feet of snow on the way. So at 1 o'clock, a few hours ago, 1.3 inches. Some of my family said already about 5 to 8 inches has fallen. So we got some sleet here. Thankfully, not a lot of freezing rain, but the ice and the cold temperatures are still the story. Our Austonian weather camera capturing that ice and glaze. Let's pull up actually one of our TxDOT cameras here. So this is on Mopac. This was a very useful camera last night when Nick and I were covering the storm. This is near SH 130, FM 685. You have a lot of that sleet and ice on the roadways, and anything that does fall, again, is not going to accumulate, and we'll see mostly clear skies. So when there's clear skies and the winds aren't as gusty, that allows for temperatures to drop substantially. So an extreme cold warning is in effect. So let's pull up the counties of where that extreme warning is, and it's for all of central Texas. Those temps, the wind chills, they're going to be gnarly. So here is the temperatures. This is the graph, our in-house computer model. By around 9 o'clock tonight into the overnight hours, we're dropping around 15, 16 degrees here in Austin, and then we'll warm and likely stay right around freezing toward the afternoon. It's been trending colder. So today's high, originally we were like upper 20s, low 30s, but now it's looking more in verifying in just the upper 20s in the Austin area widespread. So this Arctic air, computer models have a little bit of a warm bias. So we're dropping the temperatures. So tomorrow I think we'll get out of freezing maybe around 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Our 3-day forecast shows 34. I might knock that down to around, 32, 33 degrees. We'll get to our next winter storm in a second. But let's pull up winds real quickly here because I want to dissect the wind threat that is around. Gusts up to around 25 miles per hour. I'm sure you noticed it. It's persistent, it's pesky, and that's going to cause that biting wind chill. That's why we have that extreme cold warning primarily for the wind chill. So midnight, already got some single digits, widespread for feels likes. Around 6 a.m., you're stepping outside. A lot of school districts canceling because it feels like 0 out of Burnett County, 8 degrees in Austin. So widespread Arctic air, and this is very dangerous, can cause frostbite. Can cause hypothermia. Certainly not a good mix if you're going to be outside for a while. Protecting those 4 Ps, people, pets, plants, and pipes. The temperature trend as we walk you through the next few days here. Got to advance the graphic and then we'll pull it up for you. It's looking like those teens persisting Monday, Tuesday. By Wednesday, Thursday, still below freezing. So we'll add a couple more freezes to the mix. All right, so here's where y'all are really looking. At least I've seen talk on social media that we're already asking questions about our next potential wintry mix. This system looks very weak, and at 5 o'clock I'll show you the computer model for Texas next Friday. It would be mostly a cold rain. Our highs are going to be in the 50s. So 58 by Thursday, that's a big change compared to today, tomorrow. Our front moves in, and that front's trending weaker in nature. So 52 by Friday. I put a little bit of a mix, maybe ice thing Friday night, but 52 to 32. If it was trending toward, let's say, 25 degrees Friday night, and there was still moisture, I would say, all right, we need to start looking into this. Very different setup than this cross-country big winter storm. So this is just a little blip that could evolve into some sort of mixed precipitation, but notice by Friday, Saturday, we're warming back up again, 56. I don't see any sort of massive, big Arctic blasts anytime soon. You know, this is a prolonged cold snap here in Texas, but we'll warm up through the middle half of the week. A full in-depth forecast and what you can expect through the next few days. That'll be coming up at 5 o'clock on KXAN. You can find that at KXAN.com or KXAN Plus. Thanks for watching, y'all. Have a great rest of your day.